There we go. The next piece. Over the summer, or actually earlier in the spring of last year, this past year, I played with two symphony orchestras that played music of James Bond. And we played the next piece on both programs. And the first time I played it, it was the Queen's Philharmonic, and the drum set player turned around to me and said, I was playing timpani, he said, man, how long have you waited in your life to play that timpani part? And I thought, it really was a lot of fun, you know, da-da-da-da-da-da. It was a great, oh my God, it was such a great experience. Well, about a month later, I played with the New Jersey Symphony Orchestra, and we did an all James Bond program, and this time I played drum set on this piece. It was a ton of fun, but this time during the piece, I realized the element of importance and the percussion color that lent itself to this piece. It became overwhelmingly strong to me, and I thought, I should arrange this for PEAK, the Kean University Percussion Ensemble. So I set off to work at it, and I would be out in my studio for a week at a time, and just going out there and sitting at the marimba and trying to think of what did I want to do with this piece? How did I want to, did I just want to perform it as it's done on the record, or did I want to make something more interesting out of it? So I had some years ago, someone gave me a recording of John Dowland. It's actually Sting doing the music of John Dowland. And on that recording, there is a piece, a lute fantasia. And I was very impressed with the way the lutenist was able to just kind of weave this whole musical exploration around this theme. And I thought, well, that would be kind of a cool thing to do with this piece, because I haven't heard an arrangement of it for percussion ensemble where that was done. Everything would just be straight ahead, just like the song was off the record. So I thought, there are so many great percussion sounds that I could explore some of those sounds, actually incorporate them into a sort of a fantasy built around Live and Let Die by Sir Paul McCartney. So I set off to work on it, and when you're by yourself and you're in your studio and you're starting to do this arrangement, you don't really have an idea of what everything's going to sound like together. So little by little, we managed to make this thing come to light, and it was really exciting for me as the arranger of it to see the way the students responded to what I asked them to do, because some of the sound effects were kind of unconventional, and as you may know, some of the students are not even percussion majors here. Some of them are voice majors or piano majors, so asking them to do things that are more of idiomatic in the percussion world might be well, actually it's a great learning experience for them, and the idea that they're actually doing these things in the percussion world that percussionists take for granted, but as a voice major, they might have never thought of scraping the gong with a triangle beater, or all these different shakers and all gong sounds and xylophone things that are, little groups of 7 notes that sound very bizarre. But I think overall it worked as a piece. And I needed a singer though. I realized the piece would not stand on its own without a singer. So my wife Joy teaches in the musical theater department here, and she said, I have a guy, fantastic. This guy has such a soulful voice. He's really great, and he's theatrical. You're gonna love this guy's voice. So I listened to Jose. Came in and played for me once, and I stumbled. He sang for me. I stumbled through the piece on the piano, and he still managed to sing all the right notes, even though I was playing piano. It was unbelievable. And anyway, I said, listen, you're going to be great at this. You're going to really have a great time working with the ensemble. And he did. The first time he came in, he turned around to the group and said, you guys are the bomb. You guys sound so great. Steve Wong was here earlier, and he heard the dress rehearsal. He said, wow, you kind of forget it's a percussion ensemble. It just kind of sounds like you don't miss the orchestra or like the rock band aspect of it. And I have to say that is because the musicianship of this group it's a really high level, and it's just such it's an inspiration for me to work with this level of group. So I think we're almost ready. You guys in good shape? 2 seconds. Leah says 2 seconds and counting before we bring out Jose. Anyway, I want to also mention that we have Mark Sellis on piano. Of course, as always, Mark has been a staple in this ensemble now for a few years, and is always so receptive to my ideas and the things that I present to him. That Mark, can you do this? Yes, I can. It's been great. And actually, we're going to do an arrangement of Mark's right after this. Okay. Are we in good shape? Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to bring out Mr. Jose Arroyo to perform for you Sir Paul McCartney's Live and Let Die. Take off. Jose Arroyo, and the rest of the group. Thank you, that was fun. What good is this if you can't have fun, right? Yep, so I hope that was fun for you guys. It was for us.